Hey, I'm Matt Hess, owner of Saxocentric, which is a saxophone repair and specialty shop here in Atlanta. I am a saxophonist and I play with the Atlanta Wind Symphony. Art can really be anything, I think. For me, I chose to go down the musical path and pursue saxophone at a high level. And now that, even though I don't play as much as I used to, fixing them at a super high level is my art form, trying to be a real artisan doing this sort of thing. I think for me, art, the word art has evolved over time, just realizing that so much art and different types of art exists. I think when we're young, we think of art as like, I'm painting or I'm drawing, and there's so much more to it. Music, visual art, obviously, dance. There's art all around us all the time. So I knew that I wanted to pursue music in 7th grade. I was really inspired by one of my band directors in school. She was just an amazing musician, and I thought she was a great teacher. So initially I wanted to become a band director. And as I went to college and grad school, my mindset sort of changed, but I definitely didn't want to give up music, which is my true passion. So now I'm super fortunate to still be very much in the music community, but I've found my niche in fixing saxophones. So that's my creative outlet, is fixing saxophones. I think as a musician, anyway, you go through schooling and training, and it's very regimented and meticulous, and you're trying to get everything as perfect as can be. But I think as I've gotten older, I try to maintain those same standards, but also not take everything so seriously. And therefore, I feel like, at least musically, I'm producing a more organic output. I mean, I think art is used to address ongoing social issues in the world. It can be certainly a way for people to express themselves or get a point across. And sometimes I think that art, all forms of art, can be a stronger way to actually get one's point across than just someone rambling on words, right? I think common things that people say or think about artists are that we're weirdos, or we don't have real jobs, or we're just scraping pennies to get by, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. I think normal people are weird. I think that's probably one of the biggest things, and I even find myself creating those stereotypes at times. But really, any of these art forms are just ways that people are expressing themselves. So you get to sort of maybe see someone's true self through their art. From a musician's perspective, in regards to race, gender, equity, I always say music is like a universal language. And I think that could be true for most visual art as well, and other forms of art. If you think about going to like a huge concert, for instance, there are people from all walks of life coming to see one artist perform because they admire or love that person and their music. That's kind of cool when you think about the power of art forms just bringing all walks of life together. I think for me, the biggest aid in my career so far has just been support from my friends, family, and fellow creative types. My customers certainly are part of that because they pay me to do stuff. Just having that support network has really helped me realize, okay, I can do this. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing what I should be doing. Being in Guardian Studios has been really great. I'm a type that's constantly trying to learn something new every day, and I often do. I feel like art in general can be used to express what's happening in the world. And I feel like that's been true since the start of mankind, like just cave drawings or something as stupid as that sounds. But it can be used to be quite literal and depict things that are literally happening. But I think also the really interesting and fascinating part is that it can be a more imaginative thing. So we don't know what's going on in each other's minds at all times. Having art allows artists to unleash what's happening in their mind. It's a cool balance between maybe literal things that are happening or have happened in the history of people, but also what could happen, or how could the world be a more colorful place, or whatever. For me, I try to find balance in my life, balancing work and personal things, but also I really enjoy experiencing all sorts of art forms. Oftentimes doing that gives me new perspective on things and sort of renews my own passion. Uh-oh.